Howdy, y'all. Third time in the gym today because workouts are becoming quite long, a lot of volume, everything to failure, so on and beyond. Drop sets, supersets, everything, whatever. Trying to gain as much mass, as much power, as much ability as I can. And I'm in here also doing some light cardio, trying to get the nice good old insulin sensitivity up. Getting my heart going for me, And one may be like, oh, you're in the gym 3 times? You can't recover from that. Because I think so. Pish posh. With the allowance that you give yourself to rest, digest, recover, and all the things you need to recover, your body's a machine. Like, it will recover. It's just you got to give it that kind of rest. You got to let it do that, so on and so forth. And you can increase your body's ability to heal by a lot. You can increase your workload or work capacity to extreme amounts. Just like, think about marathon runners. They're able to run, 26 miles at a time. Think about super athletes like David Goggins, all that. Able to run over 100 miles at a time, do it often, whatever. Your body has the ability to take a lot of damage. It's just, are you going to work it to be able to heal that damage? So why would I not come in over and over and over again to further increase my abilities in every way possible, I don't do it much, and if ever, but I need to start, and I'm gonna start. And I stick to my words on such things as I need to stretch. That's one of my big things. I've gotten into the habit a few times, but I never really stayed in it because it's just, I don't know. It's just not something you think about later, and you forgot to do it by the time you go to bed. But I even, when I was doing it, I would stretch while I was on bed and stuff like that, just to try to get it in then, do my little stuff. But yeah, I'll never go and think that there is ever really too much without feeling it out and doing it, and also, pushing it up slowly and sometimes fastly to make sure I can handle it, because adaptation is a lot more powerful force than anyone really gives it credit. You can adapt to anything. Say this, okay, there's an old thing on Chernobyl, the nuclear reactor and radiation blow up, all that stuff, and it killed most people, but the people that were poor around the reactor survived somehow, because most of them were fasting. They weren't eating much. Their body was able to handle that radiation, because fasting does allow your body to heal and repair from radiation. So their bodies got used to it, and there's still people and animals living around there at all times. And think about that. That is such a higher load upon the body than anything just about anyone's going to do in here. Oh yeah, I gotta watch out to see if I can heal in the gym because, oh man, I just feel tired. There's people literally walking around in nuclear waste. How pathetic is that of you to think that you are in a worse situation than them because I did too many bicep curls today. My CNS can't handle this shit. But it's so dumb. So always hit your weaknesses, and that's another thing. You can go to the gym multiple times a day, meals in between it. That's why I do it, because I would just be in here too long. I like to get my meals in between, and I like to do my shit, whatever I need to be done in between it. So, crap, forgot what I was thinking about. It's gone, poof. But oh yeah, I usually go in first part of the day for my big main movers, my highest energy, most of my compound lifts, all this stuff. And then I go in and I'll do some more accessory work. Like, say, because I do calves every other day and side delts every other day to really hit them all good with a lot of volume, a lot of frequency. So let's just say this. On my leg day, I'll go do all my squat variations, my deadlift variations, my legs, everything around that. And then maybe after that, I'll go get a meal, whatever, do my stuff. Then I'll go hit my little like other stuff, like maybe my shrugs, or then I'll hit like my side delts after. Or if I had calves that day, I'll hit my calves after, so I can really pound out a lot more energy into those workouts. I can really hit the muscle again with a new source of power that I gained from the meals I had in the rest in that amount of time. And then, if I want to go a third time, I will, but not always, but I do sometimes, to do stuff like this. Just walk around, maybe make some videos, some content, think. Screw it. Might as well even go in the tanning bed for 5 minutes. That's what I'm going to do later. Just to get any little extra out of it that I can. Why would I sacrifice anything? Why wouldn't I do the most that I could build up into and keep going and more and more? It just seems like a waste to not really look at everything and do everything you can. And, you come in here, I might as well come in here the third time a day to stretch too. Walk, stretch, I don't care. Oh, I'm stretching my spine while I walk. It's that easy. So, and, I understand it. It's kind of hard for a lot of people to get in here for a very long span of time. And I get it. A lot of my workouts are, now they're starting to get longer because I do my first heaviest compound movements. And I take a good amount of rest in between each of them because I'm mostly focusing on strength and getting as much as I can out of it. And then midway through the workout, I'll start working out a bit faster. Really trying to get the blood pumping in the muscle, a little bit more hypertrophy, but still working on strength. And then at the end, I might do my accessories quite fast sometimes. I'll still hit them with some good rest in between the first few for the power. And then I'll do a bunch of sets of just piddling around, not piddling around, but fast movements. And I'm going to failure on everything, always. So I'm hitting all aspects in my lift in every way, all the time. I maybe take a day off or two once every month or two. That's it. I've made my body be able to heal from it, and I'm doing good, I may not be a mass monster, but I sure got the shape and everything and the power and the leanness. So what I'm doing is working for me. Always make more and do what works for you a greater thing, of course. So don't listen to the naysayers, as in, you can't do that, that's too much. My friend Johnny Billy Joe Jean overtrained once and he lost his penis. Shut up. Oh my God, I trained too much for a while, because it happens sometimes. I train a lot and it's not too much, but I need to recoup a bit. So I'll go in my next day and maybe lift lighter and less chaotic, but I'm still hitting failure. I'm just more on those days. I'm trying to get more blood in the muscle instead of just gusto with my nervous system. So don't underheal. That's all I can say about it. And that's all it is, really. It's underhealing. And people are starting to realize that now, I think. At least they have been for a while. Even Lee Priest was like, you don't got to worry about overtraining. And he's right. I used to even do full body every day. And yeah, it wasn't the greatest for size, but I got stronger very fast. The reason why I quit it back and forth is because I want something that hits a little bit more on the size and also doesn't hit my joints as hard. Because I had to do barely any sets on full body every day. Because it was just, I was gaining strength so fast and I wasn't letting my joints and tendons and heel feel fast enough. But I'll still throw it in every once in a while at a newer state of knowledge that I have, and it helps. Throw a little wrench into your party. Throw a little fucking nuke onto the desert. Change it up. Here, whatever. Walk backwards, change up. Well, yeah. Do some dips on the cardio. Whatever. It's about time to go tanning. Show my shredded physique, man. Oh, this lighting's ass. So, the greatest and the strongest and the most successful never really put limits on themselves, as in, oh, someone else said this, so I better heed it. I better heed those warnings. No, you freaking listen to what they're saying. You take the pieces out that you know will benefit you, if any, and you adapt your own method. Self-doubt and self-doubt talk from others is just waste. It's waste at most. It's hindrance more often than that, and it's downright just terrible most of the time. So don't let someone with a life that you don't want to live give you too much advice, if any. Don't take the advice of people that, you know, you're like, wow, he says some cool stuff, but it doesn't look like he's living any of it, or it doesn't look like he has proof. You know, always go to the person that's the proof in the pudding, you know, and still deduce what he's saying, or she, whatever, and make your own of it. Is it good? It's more about the information and not who says it, really. And it's more about how proven they are to see whose information to be listening to more. Say it, don't spray it, do it. Don't say it, because it's just spray at that point. So, let's check my heartbeat on this little walkie walk. Because it's, heartbeat used to be very fast, but now it's a lot lower somehow as I've aged. Let's see how it goes. I'm always amped up, let's just say that. Always have been my whole life. Very hyper. And I love it. Oh, heart's going pretty good. So yeah, it's just how much intensity and emotion I feel at all times. Like, I love this. This is my passion. I will go harder. I will make my heart and my whole body and my soul handle more, always. Come on, let's go. Time to tan, I guess.